I'm Debbie Peveril, and you're listening to the weekly tip from basicboardgovernance.ca. This is the first in a series of 4 tips on your board recruitment process. A board recruitment process should exist, and I know there's organizations where it does not, but the goal of this process is for you to have a slate of directors, qualified directors, ready to be appointed at every annual general meeting. We have just gone through most of the AGMs for December and March year ends, so maybe this isn't an immediate problem, but it's a concern for next year. Wouldn't it be great to have this process ongoing? So there are 4 steps to the process, which is why we have 4 different tips. The first one, what you're talking about today, is that you have to establish what your needs are. What skills are you looking at? The second one will be building the application form and all the other process. The third one is finding these members, spreading the word far and wide. And the fourth one is onboarding. So back to number 1 thing for today's tip, which is the skills. What do board members that work for your organizations have to know? What experience should they have? What skills should they have? We, of course, will need to have diversity within that board. The board should be as diverse as the stakeholders are. So you probably have a skill matrix. If you don't, now would be a good time to build it. What should every board member know how to do? What should some board members know how to do? Because I'm an accountant, I always look at the financial aspects there. Everybody who sits on a board should be able to read a budget and a set of financial statements. Basic financial literacy should be on your board. And you also need 1 or 2 people who have deep subject matter knowledge of financial things. So when you look at the matrix, everybody has to have this. Some people will need to have more in-depth knowledge. If you've got employees, you need to have a human resources person, an HR person. If you've got facilities, do you need to have an architect or an engineer on board? Do you need fundraising people? Do you need legal representation on board? This can only be determined by you, of course, which is why you put together this skill matrix, figure out what the needs are for your organization. Because if you're going to build your dream team, you got to figure out what they should look like.